Hello students, welcome back to Programming Reference Point. In today's video, we are going to talk about list manipulation chapter. The topics we are going to cover in this video are introduction of list, creating and accessing list, and list operations. Before I start video, I request you please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. And to get the notification of upcoming videos, please press the bell icon. So let's start. What is the definition of Python list? The Python lists are containers that are used to store a list of values of any type. That means list is a container or a collection where we can store values of any data type. Let's see. Let's say I have declared a variable, list variable, and within the square brackets I am storing some numerical values. I can declare one more list where I am storing string values. I can create one more list where I can have both string, integer, all I can have. Okay, so this is called what? List. Now let us see how we can create list. There are many ways through which we can create list. The first one, here we have used the list constructor to create a list. This will create an empty list. In the second one, this I have already shown you. In this way also we can create a list. We can create nested list also. That means within a list we can have one more list also. We can create list from existing sequences also. How? Let's take the first example. In the first example, we have used the list constructor and we are passing a string. String also a collection. So over here, the hello, every character of the hello string will become the element of the list variable L1. Now let's see the next. T is representing a tuple. It is having some values A, B, C, D. Now this tuple can be converted. The elements of this tuple can be added to the list. So here is the list 2 we have taken, and using the list constructor we have passed that tuple. Now you can see the A, B, C, D, which were the members of the tuple T. Now they are the members, they are the elements of the list 2. We can accept elements for a list from the user also. Let's see here. Here we have declared a list L1, and here we have used the constructor list, and within this we are using the function input through which we are giving the message to the user, enter list elements. Let's say the user has entered 1, 2, 3, 4. Now 1, 2, 3, 4 will become the elements of L1 list. One thing you have to notice over here, when 1, 2, 3 were entered, it were entered as if they are integers, but they are stored in the form of the string. So what can be done? To solve this problem, instead of using the list, we can use the eval function. Eval function automatically evaluates the data type of the elements which will be the part of the list. Now, again the same thing, we'll do the same thing, but instead of list, we'll be using the eval. Okay, enter list to be added. So enter list to be added. Now, since we are using the eval function, make sure we will not enter the input like this. Within the square brackets, we will enter the elements. So within the square bracket, we have entered the element. That means this list we want to pass, and this list contains what? Integers. So when it will be the part of the LST list, now if you want to display it, you will get the values 1, 2, 3, 4 without single quotations. That means the list contains integer values. Now let us see how we can access the list. Well, if you have remembered, in the string we have a concept of positive indexing and the negative indexing. The same thing is applicable in case of accessing the list also. Let's take an example. This is a list which contains vowel, now if I want to display each and every element, how can I do this? For this I can use for loop. Let's say for I in lst print I. So in this way each and every element can be accessed. Once you will run this program, you can see that all the elements of this list are displayed. So in this way we can access the list. We can have the concept of the positive indexing as well as the negative indexing also, as we have done in case of the string. There are some similarities between list and string. What are they? First, we can use length function to find out what is the length of the list. Second, we have the concept of indexing and slicing as we had in string. We can use membership operators also. We can use concatenate operator and replicate operator too. Then what is the difference between the list and the string? We know that the lists are mutable but string are not mutable. They are immutable data type. Now let us see the list operations. First, let us see about the joining list. Here we have taken list 1, the contents are 1, 3, 5 and list 2, the contents are 6, 7, 8. Now we want to join them. So if we add list 1 with the list 2, in this way the contents will be displayed. Plus operator we have already seen during the string operations. Now let us see how we can replicate the list. For this we have to use the asterisk sign. Here we have declared one list which contains 1, 3, 5. So if we write lst1 into 2, 1, 3, 5 will be repeated for 2 times. Slicing the list. It is again quite similar as we have done in string. Just see it over here. Here we have declared a string lst with elements 10, 12, 14, 20, 22, 24. So if we talk about indexing, the index will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are what the indexes. Here I have written lst 2 to 5. That means it will start from 2, that is what the 14, it will display 14, 20, 22. It will not reach till 5, as we know always the upper bound it works as upper bound minus 1. So it will work on, it will show the indexes of 2, 3 and 4 only. So it will show the elements which are present in these indexes. So the answer will be 14, 20 and 22. That's all for this video. In the next video, we will discuss about the functions and the methods of the list. By that time, keep on watching Programming Reference Point. Thank you, students. Thank you for your patience.